I think this is the main I would say problem, right? For every, uh, I mean, if you are working in if you are running a company or if you are working in a company, uh, the traffic generation is the key for every business, right? And we are going to learn, right? And I think in one of the webinar, I've talked about what are the different traffic sources other than Facebook, Google, or I mean, Facebook and Google are the main, they cover around 80 to 90% traffic sources. But still, we have lots of other sources which we can use and we can I mean, which we can use for ourselves and make our independent sources. So there are around 14 different traffic sources. So I think from Monday onwards, we will going to learn all this step by step, and hopefully you have gone through all my courses which I have done till now. I think there are lots of free courses. I mean, right now there is a one free course which you have gone through, right? So let me discuss something which help you to understand, right? I mean, what kind of a traffic sources you should, I would say, you should take care, right? It's not necessary that you should always focus on Facebook and Google, right? They are covering lots of I mean, market, but still they are not that much cheap, right? And you are looking those kind of traffic sources also which help you to get a uh, sustainable, right? Sustainable traffic towards your website, and which help you to get the leads, get the conversions. So, what are the different traffic sources? So we will going to discuss. I will tell you about my learnings, right? How I have touched all the areas, and then from Monday onwards. We will going to discuss step by step all the traffic sources which we have I mean which we will cover. I think there I will show you around 14 traffic sources which is is old school method, but those are very powerful one, right? And that those will help you to grow your network, right? And make your influence, make your own community, make your own ecosystem. Because these are the I would say these are the primary goal you should be having in 2020 and above that. You should be having your own community. You should be having your own followers. You should be having your own ecosystem where your customers, where your paid members, where your leads, where your followers will reside, where you can I mean you can convey your message, you can convey your thoughts, because the people who going to be connected with you are of the same niche, right? And then lots of knowledge can be shared, right? So this kind of traffic sources I always focused on, and definitely in the last webinars or in the previous webinar which I have did, I have given you lots of structural kind of a learnings about different topics. So let me show you what all I have covered in different things. Let me give you a quick just let me show you something. Okay. Okay. So if you go to business.adityatomar.in, let me type for you. Guys, you can understand that I have, yeah, this one, business.adityatomar.in. uh, this is the domain where it's my, I would say, it's my ecosystem, right? Where all the, I would say, all my learnings of my whatever I'm doing the activities at 9:30. It's especially for AdityaTomar.in, right, which I have started around 3 years, oh, sorry, 3 months or 4 months back before the lockdown, right? So this is the plain learning which I have done, and you can understand that I was not very much, on the, I would say, I never do the webinar kind of a stuff, right? I never did that because in the past 9 years I'm working with a software. I'm running my own software company, right? But this is the new learning which help me to understand, right, how you can build your ecosystem around you, right? Which help you to give sustainable business, because this 9:30 webinar, right, help me to get lots of new customers, right, which don't know me, and which somebody knows me also through my different groups or my Facebook fan page or my Facebook profile. They have seen that, and they, bit of they get to know more about me and my companies, right? How we do, what the structural part we are having. So I get some good amount of leads in the lockdown period also, right? And we are, I think, the team that are working with us, they are packed with lots of development work. That's why in some, I think in one of in every week, sometime I'm not able to make it my webinar at 9:30 because of the calls and all. So definitely, I mean, this kind of a learning. Uh, I have done through my different mentors, right? Which I have, yeah, either I have gone through my different phases of the learning. So this is also one of the learning which is really helping me to understand if you are coming online, if you are making yourself visible, then you are getting lots of trust, right? Lots of, I mean, the conversions become lots easy because you don't need to work again and again, or you don't need to prove yourself with the new clients again and again, right? You can, what I'm doing. Let me tell you what I did in last 4 to 5 months. Let me show you. Not here. Just hold on. Let me show you here. I have worked on only two things, right? Mm, I think my system got hanged. Yeah. So I have worked. Let me remove this. Okay. So what I did is I have worked only two things, right? Whatever the businesses I'm running to the different sections, right? I have just channelized to one particular domain, because those are derived from most of the businesses, right? Derived from me, right? So those has been channelized through this thing, right? This profile, AdityaToma.in, right? And what I did is when in Jan, I suppose Jan or Feb, I don't remember exactly. So what I did is I first I made my profile with all the details, with all the all, I would say, all the projects that I did, right? And I made this thing very up to date, right? Earlier, I was not focusing on LinkedIn and all, because we I mean, we still also we get the I mean, clients to different vendors that we are having, or with the people that we have connected, right? Or the traffic that we generate. So through that we get the clients, right? And through that clients we do our services. So that's a very standard method that we are doing, and we are doing from past 9 years or so. But when I have started this as a 2T hub, which I have made a product, right? Let me show you that, where I have identified that to run a product is totally different game than doing a service, right? Because service, you just wait for the client, and you can make your thing up and down according to the hiring will be done, according to the every expansion will be done once you get the clients and all. And if you don't get the clients, then you can decrease the things accordingly, right? So then it's totally service based work like this. Everybody who doing the service based kind of a business totally depends. Once you get the projects, you increase your team. Once the project is not there, you decrease your teams, and accordingly the expenses and the accordingly all your expenses you manage, right? But once we have developed a product which is 2tf.com, right? Then we somehow, to be honest, to run a product, either you can invest a lot in terms of, because development also need funds, right? And the marketing also need funds, right? And both the things should be continuous if you want to run that product, especially. So development we can handle because we already have our company, so they can handle the development quite well, right, for this product. But the marketing kind of a stuff, right, which the standard method we used to do, that was for the services, right? But we never focused that how we can build our own ecosystem around our product, right? And how our product will drive. Either we have to dependent on the SEO part, right? Or either we have to dependent on the other people to get the traffics and get the conversion. So one of my mentor, when I have going on board, or I was going on you know searching how to get the traffics and all. So earlier, that was totally new things for me, right? And that I have learned that what the right strategy is. So one of my mentor told me that you can't give the traffic kind of a thing, right, to the people, to the other people, right? I mean, if you are a small business owner, you can't give your traffic generation to the other people, because if they come to know that what kind of a traffic they can generate for your business, right, then maybe you are making your business in risk, right? Because if they can bring the clients, uh, client is one thing, right? And just as giving those services to them is another thing, right? So you have to understand that first you have to educate yourself, right? First you have to educate yourself. That's my mentor was, that how you can get the best traffic for your product and get the conversion for your product. So that's the way which I have got stuck. Okay, that's making sense also, because we are making a product, and for that product we need we have to understand, or we have to learn how to generate the product, or how to generate the traffic. So we have, being a company, we have hired a lot of people, right? Digital marketer and all was not that much. I would say that much focused, or it's not a focus. They were not aware of that, or everybody says just run the ads on Facebook, just run the ads on Google, and just do the postings. You will get X amount of traffic and all. But that will not gives you the sustainability or some kind of a surety that whatever the money you have invested in this kind of product, and when you don't have that much of funds like the big brand do, right? They make lots of different level of traffic, different level of presence of their product, so that the traffic comes automatically. They don't need Google search engine kind of a stuff, right? They don't look for the SEO kind of a stuff, because when you are investing so much, you need the traffic and the sales to be done much quicker than waiting for the 6 month and all, right? So those I have understood a different level of traffic altogether, right? The influencer media, you are having your Facebook ad, Google ad, then display media, then you have agencies, then you have a solo ads, Then you have, I would say, partners. I mean, if you are into a same business, then the partners share their traffics to each other. So those were the learnings which I've understood, right? And definitely those learnings have really helped me uh, to uh, get the traffic to my this company, right? So that was the learnings. And the digital marketing, I would say, if you want to start your career in digital marketing, the first thing which you should learn, the first thing is how to generate traffic. You have to learn three things if you want to master any business in the online space, whether it's a e-commerce, whether it's an affiliate, whether it's a software company, whether it's a any business which you want to run online, right? Which is not more focusing on the offline, right? You totally want everything should be online and everything should be derived from the online and all. Then you have to just learn three things, right? And still I'm learning all those stuff. The best techniques. First is generating the traffic, right? First is the generating the traffic. That's a uh, I mean, foremost thing. But before generating the traffic, you should learn or you should have your system ready. I think which I always say because earlier I used to do the same thing. I mean, I what in the last time what I used to do was I just run the ads, right, and wait for the leads and conversions and all. But that not work in the real scenario. I mean, I've wasted lots of money like that, but then I've learned the correct signs, how you should get the traffic, right? It means that what are the different ways apart from Google and Facebook also. Google and Facebook is good. You should focus them. But apart from Google and Facebook, what are the different traffic sources there in the market that you should go for? Then how you should manage that traffic, right? You are getting the traffic, then managing the traffic. And while you get the mastery in managing the traffic, then how that traffic can be converted into the leads and the conversions. So this, I would say, just hold on. Yeah. So this, I would say, a total new learning was there for me, right? Which I have learned in past 6 months or more than I mean, 8 to 9 months or maybe 1 year, right? And still I'm learning, but definitely this is this is it's a secret for every company, right? They never tell you from where they are getting the customers, right? Nobody tells their secrets or where they are getting the customers, where they are getting the traffic, where they are getting the conversions, where they are getting the sales, where which part or which kind of an audience interest they are targeting. So all these secrets are we are going to learn, right? I think let me show you. We have covered a lots of till now. Let me check. I have covered lots of sections, I suppose. It, so till now, I have covered lots of powerful tips, I would say, or powerful techniques that if you are running your online business and starting your online business, then what the minimum learnings you should be having, right? What the minimum learning you should be having to run your show for the longer period, right? So this is the conversion mastery. Still, it's free, right? You can you can go to this course and register yourself. This is also an ecosystem of mine, right? This is completely developed by me. Where if you go over here, let me show you. What I do is now what I focus the more focus that I have is I just bring the traffic only this platform. No other platform I bring the traffic now. I mean, apart from that, the company is having their own systems and they are getting the traffic and all. But I bring the traffic from over here, right? It contains about my companies that I'm running right now, right? About me, about my webinars that I do, right? It's having some of services of mine. So this is my ecosystem, right? Before bringing the traffic, I have set my ecosystem completely ready. For the services, I have just designed a page for myself, right? Which is start with development.adityatomar.in. You can see over here, right? So this is talk more about how, I mean, for a free consultation kind of a service that I used to. I mean, this is for the for those companies for the software, especially for the services that I do with my companies. So this is some of the feedback that I got, right? So this is for the I would say this is for software companies that I'm running, right? If they're looking for, if somebody more interested to know how they can run their business, right, and how they can grow their business, how they can design their business. So this is the URL I'm having, and this is also connected to my different systems, right? So this is my first landing page, right? Then I'm having uh, over here, there's a courses which I always talk in my webinars. So this is, you can understand that I just bring traffic on this system, right? And this is a course that I did. Like conversion mastery is free right now, right? Then copywriting, online business setup, where you talk about how to build your business. Facebook ad mastery, then how to build your online influence, what the right strategy, digital tribe, digital community, right? Then you are having online business strategies. Then you are having online business model, right? Online affiliate marketing, how to do that. Online business blueprint, traffic sources. In this course, I've talked around 14 different traffic sources step by step. Then lead conversion blueprint, online digital coach, online business budget, or entrepreneur daily routines, right? How generally the people who are running their own shows or own businesses, what the right successful routines of them, right? How people plan all those things. So this I have designed all these things, right? Depending upon from where I have learned all these things. So with my flavor, how I have do my stuffs and all. So I have designed all those things. So this is again, I would say my ecosystem, right? And this is my webinar section. So I'm just showing you my own ecosystem, right? Which which is totally giving a, when my traffic, when the people are landing on my page, right, they giving and they got some kind of a trust, right? Apart from the LinkedIn, I have built this kind of a trust also, so that if somebody's connecting with me, right, then he got lots of trust while going to the different part of my ecosystem. And then if we are discussing some business, then the conversion of that business is getting, now is getting much better. I mean, I'm the efforts are much less, because earlier there was no page of mine. Earlier there was just a company website, right? And the people used to understand me as well, because once you represent yourself in front of the client, then you have to show your expertise or your I mean, the kind of work you did, right? You handled kind of a stuff, and then that make gives lots of confidence to that customer. So this kind of a stuff, right? And then the last one is and the last one is podcast reviews and contact me. So this is I would say this is my ecosystem, and where I've learned how to bring traffic over here, right? Over here, or if I have to, if I'm looking for the software leads, then I bring the traffic over here, right? And if not, then the other part for my course is for the marketing. So this is one landing page, and this is the another landing page. So these are the two landing pages which one talk about the software, right? Building the systems, right? And the other is webinars is talking about marketing the systems, right? So this is how I have built my ecosystem, right? This is how I have designed this ecosystem for helping me to run my different companies or different uh, businesses with ease actually. So this is I mean I would say if you are still looking for this kind of services to learn, right? Then this is the course I would say. This is the course right now. It's 197 now. It's not with the offer that I'm having earlier. It's not. It's totally off as of now. So in the future, definitely I will look if something best offer I can bring to you guys. And definitely that will help you to understand how how you can build your online. I mean, this is the complete course that which I have built. So this is the course that talk about how you can build all these systems, and where you have the leads area for your customers, the paid area for your customers, the learning for your customers, your one-to-one classes kind of a stuff, right? Which talk about the free consultation kind of a stuff, like I do for my software business. At 9:30, I do for my marketing business, right? So all these kind of a stuff which running parallelly, right, and which helping me to run on my different shows altogether. So from Monday, I will start like traffic generation, right? How you can generate the traffic for your businesses that will help you to grow your business to the next level. I would say you just learn one thing, that if you can get the expertise how to generate the quality traffic, which is independent, right? Independent on the major uh, players which have their own monopolies, right? If I say, uh, like in Facebook, you can't run those kind of ads where like a hair transplant. Like because one of my client is having having a clinic, right, of hair transplant, but you can't run those ad on Facebook. Then you have a different traffic sources to run those kind of ads, right? So you have to learn all those kind of expertise. You can't be dependent on one thing, right? So you have to learn what are the different traffic sources, but you have to master depending upon your bandwidth around 3 or 4 or 50% of those traffic sources, so that you can have a sustainable business for the longer period. So this is all I have, guys, and this today's webinar just give you our brief why the traffic generation is important, because you need a system which will be filled by the correct traffic sources, and that system will capture that traffic. And now after that, once that system will capture that traffic, then you is the person who will going to manage that traffic and convert that traffic into leads and the conversions, right? So this is all I have, guys, and we will meet again on Monday, because my I run free webinars at 9:30 to 10 from Monday to Thursday. This is all I have. So I'm signing off. Your host Aditya Tomar. Let's meet on Monday. Have a good weekend. Take care.